Have you ever wondered what might happen if you stop chasing, stop striving, and simply let go? What if everything you seek is not ahead of you, but already reaching for you, waiting patiently in the silence behind your surrender? The effortless pursuit is not a method of doing more, but a sacred remembrance of how to allow. In this gentle unfolding, you will be guided into a space where manifestation becomes natural, not through control, but through deep trust, where the universe responds, not to pressure, but to your quiet willingness to receive. Here, in this space beyond effort, miracles begin. Before we begin, find a comfortable position, perhaps lying down in bed or reclining in a cozy chair. You may close your eyes if you haven't already. Take a moment to ensure you're warm and at ease. This is your time to let go of the outside world and turn inward. As you settle in, give yourself permission to be here fully, free from any obligations or expectations. There is nothing else you need to do right now, nowhere else you need to be. Throughout this journey, you will be guided with soothing narration, calming visualizations, gentle breathing cues, and reflective affirmations. You might drift in and out of conscious listening, and that's okay. Even if you fall asleep or your mind wanders, trust that your subconscious is absorbing the beneficial messages. Each time you listen, the experience may deepen, revealing new layers of release and insight. The themes we will explore include surrender, detachment, trust, emotional healing, dissolving inner blocks, faith, inner peace, and alignment with your higher self and the universe. As you move through each chapter, allow the words to wash over you. You don't need to try to do anything. Simply listen and let whatever comes up arise and pass. You might feel emotions welling up and releasing, or you may just feel extremely relaxed. However you experience this journey is exactly right for you. Remember, this is a gentle, safe space we've created together. All you need to do is listen to my voice and follow along in your mind. If at any point you miss something or fall asleep, know that you can always return to this audio and that your inner self is still benefiting. With each session, these positive shifts will become more natural and effortless. We begin now at the gateway of transformation, stepping into the flow of the effortless pursuit. All you have to do is breathe, listen, and let go. Let's start the journey toward inner freedom and discover the magic that unfolds when we surrender. Unclenching the soul. Allow yourself to settle into a comfortable position. If you feel safe doing so, gently close your eyes. Take a slow, deep breath in, and as you exhale, feel your shoulders drop and your body begin to soften. In this moment, give yourself permission to set aside any worries or tasks. There is nowhere else you need to be. Just here, gently arriving into a space of peace. Notice if any part of your body is holding on to tension. Perhaps your jaw is clenched or your brow furrowed. Maybe your hands are curled into fists or your stomach feels tight. Without any judgment, simply become aware of these areas. Now, take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, consciously release that tension. Let your jaw hang a little looser, your brow smooth out, your fingers unfurl. Imagine the tight knots within you are untying, strand by strand, releasing with each exhalation. Envision a warm, soothing wave of relaxation beginning at the top of your head and slowly cascading down. As it flows over your forehead, it washes away any remaining creases of worry. It moves down over your eyes, your cheeks, your mouth, dissolving any tension it finds. The golden wave continues down your neck and shoulders, a gentle warmth coaxing your muscles to let go, to unclench and unwind. Feel it move into your chest and heart, loosening any heaviness or tightness there. With each breath out, that warmth travels further, down your arms, through your hands and fingertips, carrying away the residue of stress. It flows down your back, your abdomen swirling in your hips and releasing any stuck energy. Down through your legs, thighs, knees, calves, all the way to your feet and toes. It invites every muscle to soften. Your entire body is bathed in this gentle, calming light, leaving you feeling a little more free with every passing moment. Now bring your attention to your hands. Curl one hand into a tight fist for a brief moment, noticing the effort it takes to hold on so tightly. Then, very slowly, open your fingers and stretch them out. Feel the relief as blood returns and the muscles relax. This is the sensation of letting go. Imagine that your soul, which has been grasping anxiously at life's reins, is like that clenched fist, and in this moment, your soul too is opening, releasing its tight grip. A profound relief washes through you as you allow yourself to unclench at the deepest level. Take a gentle breath in and sigh it out. As you exhale, feel yourself sinking further into the surface beneath you, as if the earth itself is cradling you. You might imagine that you are lying in a lush meadow on a warm day, the ground soft and supportive. With each out-breath, you sink a little deeper into the safety of that earth, letting it hold you up completely. There's nothing you need to brace against, nothing you need to cling to right now. The ground supports you fully. Under the vast open sky, you feel the weight of all control and tension simply melting away, absorbed by the earth. In this surrendered state, notice how your breathing has become naturally slow and steady. Inhale and invite in calm. Exhale and let go of any remaining tightness. Maybe you notice your mind beginning to quiet as well. Thoughts may still wander in, and that's all right. Just as you release the grip in your body, you can release any tight grip on your thoughts. Let them drift in and out like soft clouds crossing a sky. You don't need to hold on to any particular thought now. Each one can arise and then float away on the breeze of your breath. As you rest here, sense a growing lightness within you. By unclenching your body and mind, you are creating space. Space for peace. Space for new energy to flow. Feel the gentle spaciousness in your chest, as if your heart has more room to breathe and expand. Feel the openness in your hands, now relaxed and resting, ready to receive. In this openness, a quiet power begins to stir, the power that comes from surrender, from not forcing or grasping. Silently in your mind, you may affirm to yourself, I am safe to let go. I am supported as I surrender. These words are like a soothing balm sinking into every cell. With each breath, I release what I no longer need. Notice any shift in your mood or energy as you speak these gentle truths to yourself. Perhaps a hint of relief or a sense of being more grounded, more present. Each time you let go a little more, you are teaching your system that it's okay to relax. You're signaling to your nervous system that it can shift out of fight or flight and into a state of rest and healing. This is the foundation of our journey, learning the art of letting go, starting with something as simple and profound as releasing a single breath, a single muscle, a single thought. Now that your body is relaxed and your soul has begun to unclench, Feel the quiet strength that arises from this state of surrender. It's as though you have been carrying a heavy backpack and you've finally set it down. How does it feel to move without that weight? Perhaps you feel a softness in your heart, a gentle tingling of freedom in your limbs, a calm clarity in your mind. In this state, you are not giving up your power. On the contrary, you are reclaiming it from the strain of constant tension. Take another deep breath in, filling your lungs fully, and exhale with a soft ah, letting any remaining tightness drain away. You are here in this moment, and that is enough. Nothing is demanded of you. Feel the grace of simply being. In this state of openness, you are ready to receive whatever insights or peace this journey may bring. You have begun the practice of the effortless pursuit, paradoxically, by not pursuing at all, by simply allowing. Here, with your soul unclenched and your heart unburdened, you are setting the stage for miracles to quietly unfold. Stay here for a few more breaths, enjoying this feeling of relief and liberation. This gentle beginning will guide you as we move forward. Always remember that the door to surrender is as close as your next exhale, as simple as the act of unclenching the soul. Open hands, open heart. Remain in the gentle rhythm of your breath as you begin to explore the feeling of letting go on a deeper level. In your mind's eye, imagine you are holding a small, precious object in your hand, something you dearly desire. At first, you might notice that you're holding it very tightly, afraid to lose it. Your fingers close in a fist around it, guarding it with all your might. But what happens when you grip too hard? Visualize now that the object in your hand is a delicate handful of sand or fine powder. If you squeeze it tightly, it starts to slip through your fingers. The more you clench, the more it escapes. Now, instead, allow your hand to open slowly and fully. Spread your fingers gently apart, palm facing up. The sand simply rests on your open palm, shimmering in the light, free to be what it is. None of it is being lost. In fact, more grains of sand can settle and stay in an open hand than in a closed fist. Notice how your heart feels as you switch from clenching to opening. When you were squeezing tightly, perhaps your chest felt tense or your breath became shallow. There might have been a sense of anxiety, the fear of lack or loss creeping in. But as you open your hand and trust the sand to remain where it needs to be, your chest may feel lighter. It's as if your heart itself mirrors that motion, opening, expanding, and softening. Your breath deepens again naturally, and your mind finds a bit of relief in the act of surrender. Now gently bring to mind something in your life that you've been holding on to very tightly. It could be a goal, a relationship, or an outcome you're anxious about. Notice how much emotional energy you have been pouring into trying to control this situation, how tightly your inner fist has been clenched around it. Without judging yourself, just observe. You might feel the same tension in your body that we released earlier, perhaps a knot in your stomach or a weight on your shoulders, when you think about how badly you want this thing to go a certain way. Imagine, in this safe and relaxed state, that you take this concern or desire and place it gently into your open palm. See it as a symbol, maybe a glowing orb of light representing your wish, or a delicate bird resting in your hand. At first, your instinct might be to curl your fingers back around it, to protect it and never let it go. But instead, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, allow your fingers to relax. Open your hand and let this symbol of your desire be free. Perhaps the little bird takes wing and flies into the sky, or the glowing orb rises like a dandelion fluff carried by the breeze. Rather than sadness or panic, notice the sense of liberation in this act. By letting it go, you are not losing your desire. You are setting it free to find its own way to fulfillment. Detachment is not about not caring. It's about caring deeply and then trusting deeply. It's acknowledging, I have given my intention to the universe, and now I release it to flow back to me in the perfect way and time. When your hands are open, you are in a posture of receiving. You are saying to life, I welcome whatever outcome is for my highest good. With your heart open, you remain emotionally available to joy and peace, whether or not things unfold exactly as you imagined. You become okay with not knowing, even as you quietly hold faith that something wonderful is unfolding. Take a moment to feel the peace that comes with this surrender. Feel how your body responds to the thought, I let go of control and allow the universe to do its part. Perhaps your shoulders relax even more, and a gentle smile touches your lips. It can be such a relief to admit that you don't have to manage everything. There is a benevolent force, a larger process at work, that can carry your wishes if you allow it. By releasing your grip, you step into a harmonious dance with that force, rather than struggling against it. Now, in this state of trust, tune into your heart. When we cling tightly to one specific outcome, our heart can sometimes close off in fear of not getting it. But when we practice detachment, our heart can remain open and loving. Visualize your heart center as a beautiful flower. When you are tense and attached, that flower closes, its petals wrapped protectively inward. It's waiting, constricted, trying to weather a storm of worry. But as you breathe softly and trust, see that flower gently open its petals to the warm sun. One by one, the layers unfurl, revealing a radiant blossom within. The flower doesn't force the sun to shine or the rain to fall. It simply opens up and allows nature to nurture it. In the same way, your open heart allows the universe to nourish you and your dreams. Detachment might feel like a leap of faith. It might stir up fears. What if I let go and everything falls apart? What if I don't get what I want? These thoughts are natural. Acknowledge them, then let them drift by like those clouds we saw earlier. Return to the present, where your body is calm and you're breathing easy. Remind yourself that letting go doesn't mean you stop your journey or abandon your dreams. It means you stop gripping them with fear. You continue to move toward your desires, but without the desperation, without the constant anxiety. You replace that tension with trust. If it helps, you can whisper softly or think to yourself, I allow this to unfold in its own perfect time. I do my part, and then I let it be. Notice how empowering that feels. In truth, detachment gives you your power back, because you are no longer at the mercy of worry. You have decided to free yourself from the cage of insistence. You are saying yes to possibilities beyond your own imagination. Maybe what you desire will arrive in a different form or at a different time, but your open hands ensure you won't miss the blessings when they come. Picture again that open hand of yours, resting gently, palm up. In it, nothing is clenched, yet it is ready to receive the soft landing of whatever life brings. This hand can catch gifts like falling petals or gentle raindrops. It can freely give and freely receive, circulating blessings without fear. In your life, when you interact with others or pursue your goals, envision yourself moving with open hands and an open heart. You offer your best intentions and actions, and you welcome what comes in return without trying to trap it. Spend a few breaths now simply enjoying the lightness that comes with not having to hold on so tightly. Inhale and feel your heart open a little more. Exhale and release any residual tightness or craving. With each breath, you are cultivating a state of allowing, a state in which things can happen for you without force, where you naturally attract what serves you because you're not pushing it away with doubt or neediness. Quietly affirm in your mind, I open my hands and my heart opens with them. I trust that what is meant for me will come to me. Let that affirmation settle over you like a comforting blanket of truth. I am content in this moment. I am fulfilled with or without the exact outcome, and I welcome this or something even better. Feel the profound freedom in these statements. They are not about giving up your dreams. They are about giving up the struggle around your dreams. What a difference that makes. As you sit in this energy of openness, notice a sense of ease in your body and spirit. Life begins to feel less like a battle and more like a flow. By opening your hands and heart, you've also opened a door. The door to effortless manifestations. Opportunities, ideas and synchronicities can enter because you've made room for them. The universe can now surprise you, delight you, and support you, all because you dared to loosen your grip and embrace the wisdom of uncertainty. Take another gentle breath in and out. You might feel a quiet excitement, a calm anticipation, as if you've sent out a prayer and you know the answer will come in its own beautiful way. Or you might simply feel peaceful, content to be here in this moment, alive and receptive. Both are gifts of detachment, the excitement of possibility, and the serenity of presence. In this state of open hands and open heart, you continue your journey with far less weight upon you. Notice how much lighter your steps feel on the path ahead. You carry hope, but not fear, desire, but not desperation. You are free to enjoy the journey itself, which ironically is the very energy that accelerates your manifestations. Rest here a while, breathing softly, cradled in the knowledge that you have nothing to force, nothing to cling to. Everything that is truly yours is already making its way to you. Your open heart will recognize it when it arrives, and your open hands will be ready to embrace it. Until then, you are whole, you are safe, and you are exactly where you need to be. The current of trust. Feel the gentle momentum that's been building within you. Each release and each act of opening has carried you further into a stream of serenity. Now, imagine this serenity as a softly flowing river. You find yourself standing at the edge of a clear, calm river on a warm, pleasant day. The water glistens invitingly, and you somehow know that this river represents the flow of life itself, always moving, always finding its way. You step in, feeling the water around your ankles. It's the perfect temperature, soothing and supportive. Slowly you wade in deeper, to your knees, to your waist, until you are floating in this current. At first, you might feel a reflex to paddle or struggle, to keep yourself afloat by your own effort. This is natural. Just as in life we often feel we must fight the current to survive. But here you are safe. The river is gentle and loving, and you remember that water can hold you up if you allow it. So you take a deep breath, and then you lie back, spreading your arms, allowing your legs to drift up. You surrender your weight to the water. For a brief second, there might be a flutter of uncertainty. Will it really support me? But as you let go, you realize that yes, the water buoys you effortlessly. You float. The current carries you along, and you are not sinking, you are not drowning. In fact, you feel completely supported. This is the essence of trust. Trust is choosing to believe that life will hold you up, that you will not be let down when you surrender. As you float in the river, feel what it's like to relinquish control and still be okay. More than okay, actually. You are comfortable and at peace, gazing up at the blue sky as trees on the riverbank drift lazily by in your peripheral vision. The water cradles every inch of your body, and you realize you haven't lost anything by not flailing or trying to control where you're going. The current gently guides you around bends and past rocks, finding the safest path. All you did was allow it. Now bring that feeling into your heart, the sensation of being cradled and guided by forces seen and unseen. In life, trust means we allow ourselves to be carried sometimes, rather than always straining and striving. It doesn't mean being passive or careless. It means recognizing when to paddle and when to float. Right now, in this moment, you are practicing the art of floating, of letting the universe take some of the burden. Think of something in your life that you have had trouble trusting about. Maybe it's trusting that things will work out in your career, or trusting a person, or even trusting yourself. Notice how, when you doubt and try to micromanage every detail, it feels like that flailing in water, exhausting and panicky. Instead, imagine handing that situation over to the river of life. You've set your intention, you've done what you can, like orienting yourself in the water, and now you allow the current to carry it forward. Feel the relief of that handoff. You're not abandoning responsibility, you're sharing it with the universe. Every river has its timing, sometimes swift, sometimes slow. Trusting the current also means trusting the timing of events in your life. As you lie floating, the river might speed up in some sections or slow down in calm pools. You, however, remain relaxed, adapting effortlessly to the changes in pace. In the same way, consider that your life might have seasons of rapid progress and seasons of quiet gestation. When you trust, you allow yourself to move gracefully through both, knowing that the flow is intelligent and purposeful. While you float in this imaginary river, you might notice the sun beginning to set, casting golden hues on the ripples around you. Perhaps you start to wonder where the current is taking you. Trust often involves uncertainty about the destination. This can stir anxiety. Our minds love to know exactly what's next. But instead of tensing up, take another deep breath and feel the water beneath you. Remind yourself that this river knows its way to the sea. You don't have to see every twist and turn to know that you're ultimately headed in the right direction. Inhale the golden light of the sky, and as you exhale, let go of the need to know. In this moment, floating here, you have everything you need. The journey itself is enough for now. Trust is also about trusting yourself, trusting that you can handle whatever comes and trust in your own inner guidance. As you drift, you notice that if you need to adjust your position slightly to avoid a branch or steer toward a more sunlit patch, you do so with a gentle movement, almost instinctively. This represents your intuition, your inner wisdom. Even while trusting the external flow, You remain tuned in to your inner compass. Trusting the current doesn't mean you become a lifeless leaf. It means you work with the water. You and the water are in partnership. You, with your gentle adjustments and choices, and life, with its supportive flow. Feel how empowering that partnership is. There's no struggle, only cooperation. You trust life, and life trusts you too. After all, you were made to float. You were given the ability to relax and let go as a means to survive and thrive. It's written into your very being that when you release fear and tightness, you return to a natural state of buoyancy and grace. If you like, affirm quietly to yourself, I trust the process of my life. Say it slowly in your mind and feel the truth of it resonating. I trust that I am supported each step of the way. You might sense a warm assurance growing in your chest or belly when you say these words. I trust myself to navigate whatever comes, and I trust the universe to carry me where I need to go. Let these affirmations wash through you like a gentle wave, cleansing any residual doubt or fear. Sometimes trust requires us to surrender again and again. You might float peacefully for a while, then catch yourself tensing up when you hear a distant rush of water ahead. Is that a small rapid coming? In those moments, remind your body to relax and your mind to stay present. Much of what we fear never actually comes to pass, and even when challenges arise, we often find a way through them when we face them calmly. So, as you imagine that you might be approaching a faster part of the river, instead of bracing, see yourself continuing to flow through, maybe bobbing a bit through some ripples, but ultimately emerging safely on the other side, heart still open, spirit still trusting. The river carries you faithfully. Now see the sky turning into twilight. The first stars peek out, reflecting in the gentle currents around you. You feel a deep sense of belonging to the water, to the world, to this experience of life. Trust has brought you to this feeling of oneness, of being held by something vast and benevolent. You realize that in truth, you have never been alone in any of your struggles. The universe has always been here, quietly supporting you, like the river beneath you. It was only the splashing of your own panic that sometimes made you forget the support was there. As you slowly guide yourself back to the riverbank in your mind, carry this inner knowing with you that you can lean into the flow of life. You can let yourself be helped by unseen hands, by the current of events and the timing of the cosmos. When you get out of the water in your visualization, you do so gently and with gratitude, knowing you can return to this river of trust whenever you need to. Feel the solid earth under your feet again, and realize that the same support you found in the water exists on land too. The ground holds you up just as lovingly. Gravity is like a constant gentle embrace, keeping you anchored. In every element, in every moment, you are supported. Take a final deep breath here. Breathe in the cool evening air of this scene, and breathe out any lingering hesitation to trust. You might whisper to yourself now, I choose trust over fear. Notice the peace that choice brings. Moving forward, you carry this trust in your heart like an inner compass. It will guide you to take action when action is needed, and to surrender when surrender is needed. It will help you remember that you are never truly without guidance or help. With trust, you are never truly lost. The current of life is always here to carry you, and you are always capable of floating. Rest in this assurance for a little while. Let every cell in your body memorize what trust feels like. This gentle confidence, this safety, this release. Your journey continues, and with trust as your companion, the journey becomes an adventure rather than a trial. You can allow yourself to enjoy it, knowing you are supported every step of the way. Unburdening the heart. Your heart is a sacred vessel that carries so many of your experiences, emotions, and dreams. Over time, it can accumulate heavy energies, old sorrows, lingering grief, unspoken frustrations, or fears tucked away. In this gentle moment, you are safe to acknowledge and release these burdens. Place one hand softly over your heart, if you like, and feel the warmth of that contact. Feel how your chest rises and falls with each breath, and know that beneath your hand, your heart beats faithfully, doing its best to support you in every moment. As you focus on your heart, notice if any feelings or memories surface. You might become aware of a dull ache or tightness, or perhaps specific emotions come to mind. You may remember a hurt that you never fully allowed yourself to feel, or a sadness you've been carrying alone. Trust that whatever arises now, you have the strength to face it and let it flow out of you. You're in a protected space, held by the comfort you've created in your body and by the loving presence of the universe around you. Visualize your heart not just as an organ, but as an energy center. Perhaps you see it as a glowing heart-shaped vessel or a chalice filled with liquid. Some of that liquid might represent pure love and joy, but at the bottom there may be settled sediment, the darker flecks of old pain and resentment that haven't been released. We're going to gently stir and pour out the sediment, freeing your heart to be clear and light again. Take a deep breath into your heart, imagining your breath going right into that vessel. Now exhale slowly, and as you do, imagine you're pouring out some of that old, murky liquid, releasing the sediment of past hurt. You might even sigh or vocalize a little if it feels right, as though you're giving a voice to what was trapped inside. With each breath cycle, you breathe fresh, clean air or light into the heart, and you pour out a bit of the old heaviness on the exhale. Let the earth below you absorb that released energy. You can imagine it soaking into soil where it will be neutralized and transformed, just as nature turns waste into new growth. Perhaps you feel emotion welling up as you do this. If you feel tears gathering, know that they are a natural and healing release. You might allow them to gently roll down, each tear a token of some burden leaving you. There is no shame or weakness in this. It is as cleansing as a rainstorm that clears the humid, heavy air. If anger or frustration comes up instead, you might feel a heat in your heart or a pressure. You can release that too. Maybe envision flames in your heart burning up the injustice or betrayal you experienced, and then cooling to ashes that you sigh out. You are alchemizing these emotions, turning pain into wisdom, grief into compassion, anger into clarity. Now, visualize a compassionate light entering your heart space. It could be a soft green light, often associated with heart energy, or a golden healing light. See it like a gentle stream or a beam from above, pouring into your heart vessel, rinsing the sides, flushing out any remaining darkness. This light is warm and nurturing. It might represent divine love, or the collective love of all those who care for you, or simply your own self-love growing stronger. As it fills your heart, it lifts away the residues of old wounds. Imagine little particles of sadness or hurt being carried away in that stream of light, overflowing from your heart and washing out. You might silently speak to yourself, "It's okay. I am allowed to feel this and let it go. I am allowed to heal." Sometimes we hold on to pain because a part of us hasn't felt acknowledged. So take a moment to inwardly acknowledge the hurts you've carried. I see your pain, and I honor it. You have carried this for a long time, and you've done the best you could. Speak kindly to your wounded parts, as you would to a dear friend. It's safe now to release this. You are safe now to move on. Feel the weight in your chest gradually lifting. Perhaps where there was a tight knot before, there is now a loosening, a gentle spaciousness. You might feel cooler sensations, as if a breeze has entered the places that were once clogged with emotion. Maybe you feel lighter, as if you could breathe more deeply into your heart without discomfort. Take a deep breath now directly into your heart and see if it feels roomier, easier. As you exhale, let out a soft sound of relief, an ah, or a gentle sigh. If there is any forgiveness that needs to happen, know that you are doing this for your freedom, not to condone any wrong done to you. You might say, "I release this hurt. I release the hold it has on me." If someone hurt you, you can imagine finally setting down the baggage of that event. You don't need to carry the anger or sadness as proof of what happened. Your heart deserves to be free. Alternatively, if you have guilt or regret towards yourself or someone else, you can silently offer an apology or ask for forgiveness within your heart. Then imagine that too being swept away by the healing light. See any cords of attachment or regret gently untethering, dissolving into that light. Now imagine that at the center of your heart, where those old wounds used to reside, a new flower begins to bloom. It could be a rose or lotus or any flower that feels right to you. See its petals unfurling in the cleansed space, vibrant and alive. This flower represents your heart's renewed capacity for love, joy, and peace. It has been nourished by your tears and by your courage to release. Watch as it opens fully and notice the color and vitality it brings to your chest. Perhaps you even smell a subtle fragrance, sweet and comforting. Place your attention on how you feel now. There might be a sense of relief, or perhaps a tender soreness as if after a good cry. That's okay. There might even be a quiet joy creeping in, a lightness that feels new or long lost. Your heart is more open now, not weighed down by as many shadows. In this openness, you can feel love more deeply. You might feel more love for yourself at this moment, for having the bravery to face and release what you found. Take a moment to appreciate yourself. You have chosen healing, and that is a profound act of self-care and strength. To reinforce this release, you can use affirmations. Gently say to yourself, in your mind or whispering, "I release what no longer serves my heart." Feel the truth of that. You have done it and will continue to do it as needed. My emotions flow freely, and I let go of what I no longer need to carry. Picture a river of feeling flowing through your heart, unobstructed, clean and clear, carrying away debris and leaving only what nourishes you. I am emotionally free and light. I forgive and I move forward. You don't have to specify what or who you forgive. Just feel the broad sweep of forgiveness washing through you, cutting the chains that kept you tied to the past. As your heart becomes unburdened, notice the newfound peace settling there. In that peace, there is room for inner peace, and also for positive emotions to take root. Where old pain lived, now there can live hope, gratitude, and love. You might feel a gentle warmth glowing in your chest now. Perhaps the light has turned into a soft green or pink glow, the colors of compassion and love. Sit with that warmth. Let it radiate outward, soothing every part of you, your throat, so you may speak with love, your mind, so you may think kind thoughts, your belly, so you may feel confident and secure. Remember that unburdening the heart is a process, and you can revisit this practice whenever emotions feel stuck. Each time you allow yourself to honestly feel and release, you prevent those feelings from hardening into resistance within you. You become more fluid, more open, and more aligned with the gentle flow we've been cultivating. Now, with a lighter heart, take a few more breaths. Inhale deeply into your heart, drawing in love and light. Exhale fully, releasing any final remnants of pain. Visualize that flower in your heart shining with each inhale and sending out its loving fragrance with each exhale, both inward to your body and outward to the world. You might place both hands over your heart now, one atop the other, and just rest for a moment. Feel the steady heartbeat and acknowledge you are healing, you are releasing, you are growing. In this state of emotional freedom, you are even more aligned with the energy of your desires. When the heart is clear, it acts like a powerful magnet for experiences of love and joy. But for now, there's nothing you need to do. Just be with your heart, unburdened and at peace. Take this peace with you as we continue. Know that you can always return to this feeling of a light, open heart. It will guide you in making choices that feel right, and it will attract beautiful things into your life like a beacon. For now, simply relish the relief and softness within you. You have set yourself free in a deep way, and the universe lovingly acknowledges this brave work. Melting the inner resistance, deep within you, in the quiet depths beyond your conscious awareness, lies your subconscious mind. This is the realm where old patterns, beliefs, and protective mechanisms reside. Much of the time, these subconscious parts of us operate quietly in the background, guiding our reactions and feelings without us even realizing it. Some of those patterns are positive and supportive, and others might be based in fear, formed long ago to try to keep us safe. Now, on this journey, you have reached a level of relaxation and openness where you can gently communicate with this deeper layer of your mind and invite it to release any resistance that no longer serves you. Begin by visualizing a door inside your mind. It might be at the end of a hallway or simply standing alone in a space of light. This door leads to your subconscious domain. Notice the door's appearance. Perhaps it's old and wooden or made of metal or even a glowing portal. Written on it are the words inner mind or subconscious. You feel curious and calm as you reach out and easily open this door. There is no force needed. It opens willingly for you because you are ready and because this is your own mind. Step through and find yourself in a tranquil inner landscape. For you, it might be a garden at twilight, or a vast starry sky within, or maybe a quiet library filled with books of your memories and beliefs. Trust whatever environment comes to you. Your subconscious is presenting an image that you can work with. Take a moment to look around in this inner space. You might see symbols of things you've held inside, perhaps boxes or chests representing stored memories, or walls representing defenses, or a mirror reflecting your self-image. All is still and peaceful, and you are completely safe here. In the center of this space, you notice something that represents your inner resistance. It could appear as an object or structure. For some, it might be a block of ice or a thick wall. For others, maybe a heavy anchor chained to the ground or a dark cloud hovering. Trust whatever form appears. This is the symbol of your remaining resistance, the subconscious blocks or limiting beliefs that have been keeping you from fully embracing your manifestations. Approach this symbol gently with compassion. This resistance was not created to harm you. It believed it was protecting you, perhaps protecting you from disappointment or from risk. But now you can kindly let it know that it's okay to release. You no longer need that kind of protection that ends up holding you back. If you see a wall, place your hands on it and feel its solidity. If it's ice or metal, notice its coldness or hardness. Acknowledge it. This has been here a long time, doing its best to serve a purpose. Now, take a deep breath and begin to emanate warmth from your heart toward this resistance. You might visualize your heart light, that beautiful light you cultivated in the previous chapter, glowing and expanding, sending a beam of warm, loving energy to the wall or ice. If it's a wall, see cracks forming as the warmth softens the mortar. If it's ice, see it beginning to glisten and drip as it warms. If it's a heavy anchor, see it rusting and corroding under the gentle power of your love, the chains loosening. If it's a cloud, see the sunlight of your consciousness start to break it apart, rays of light dispersing the fog. With each breath you take, the warmth increases. You are patient and steady, not forcing, just allowing the warmth of understanding, acceptance, and a new intention to do the work. This is melting your inner resistance. Bit by bit, watch as that solid resistance changes state. The wall may crumble now, pieces falling away to reveal open space beyond. The ice melts into water. Maybe you see words or images trapped in it, now floating away as the water flows into the earth. The anchor's chain snaps, and the anchor sinks out of sight or perhaps transforms into something harmless. The dark cloud evaporates into the ether, revealing a clear sky. As your symbol of resistance dissolves, notice what lies beyond it or beneath it. You might find that behind a wall there is a path forward, bathed in light. Under the melted ice, fertile soil is revealed, ready for new growth. Where the anchor was, now you see a treasure box that was hidden, now accessible, perhaps containing a positive belief or gift. Where the cloud was, you can now see a beautiful horizon or shining stars. In other words, by melting this resistance, you are uncovering a new, open space within you, a space where empowering beliefs and aligned energies can flourish. You may also feel different sensations in your body as this happens. Perhaps a tightness you didn't realize was there in your belly or solar plexus eases up. Maybe your breathing suddenly feels even more free. Perhaps your mind feels surprisingly quiet, as if some chatter or doubt has simply gone silent. That is the feeling of inner alignment beginning to click into place. To reinforce this melting of resistance, you might speak directly to your subconscious now. Silently, in your inner world, say something like, "Thank you for trying to protect me, but I am safe now, and I choose to be free of these old patterns." Feel the truth of those words echo in your inner space. You can add, "It's okay to let go of fear. It's okay to believe in positive outcomes. I instruct my subconscious to align with my highest good and my conscious desires." You have the power to give your subconscious new instructions, and because you are in such a receptive, deep state, your subconscious is listening closely, accepting these new directives like seeds being planted in rich soil. If any particular limiting belief comes to mind, for instance, a voice that says, "I can't have what I want," or "I'm not worthy," or "life is hard," acknowledge it one last time, and then imagine writing it down on a piece of paper in this inner space. See the words clearly. Now, in whatever way feels satisfying, destroy that paper. Maybe toss it into a cleansing fire that instantly turns it to ash, or submerge it in water where the ink dissolves, or simply crumple it and watch it disintegrate into dust in your hands. As it vanishes, affirm its opposite if you wish. For example, "I am worthy of my desires," or "life supports me with ease." Choose a positive statement that resonates with you, that you want your subconscious to adopt. Feel the empowerment of taking charge of your inner narrative. The subconscious responds well to imagery and emotion, and you are giving it both. A powerful image of releasing the old and the heartfelt emotion behind embracing the new. Now, take a moment to notice the entire inner landscape again. With the resistance melted away, how has it changed? It likely feels brighter, more expansive. Maybe new life is sprouting where ice or walls once stood. Perhaps you see a symbol of freedom, like a bird flying through the now open sky of your mind, or a gentle river flowing, reminiscent of the current of trust, or simply light everywhere. You might even see your subconscious personified, perhaps a younger version of you or a guardian figure, smiling in approval or sighing in relief. If so, you can approach this figure and give them a loving hug or a thank you for cooperating in this healing. It is time to step back out through the door of the subconscious space, knowing that you have made a profound shift. As you walk back to the door, notice how easily you can move now, how much lighter you feel. You walk out and close the door gently, thanking your subconscious mind for listening and transforming. Know that from this point on, that door is not locked. You can visit and continue to work with your inner mind whenever you choose. And also know that you have set in motion changes that will continue even when you aren't consciously thinking about them. The ice doesn't refreeze, the wall doesn't rebuild itself. Those old patterns are truly dissolving day by day, replaced by the new beliefs of safety, worthiness, and possibility. As you fully return your awareness to your breath and body here, feel a new harmony within. Consciously and subconsciously, you are coming into alignment. There are fewer inner contradictions, less inner sabotage. Your whole being can now work together toward your intentions. This internal unity is powerful. It means your energy is coherent and clear. Manifestation becomes more effortless when all parts of you are moving in the same direction. Take a deep breath and appreciate what you've done. Exhale and feel any last bits of resistance leave your body as a wisp of vapor, gone for good. You might say to yourself now, "All of me is aligned with my highest good. My mind, heart, and spirit work together in harmony." Let that sink in. You have melted what once felt immovable. Give yourself a gentle smile or nod in acknowledgement. Going forward, you may notice old triggers not affecting you as much, or new positive thoughts arising where once there were doubts. This is the magic of dissolving inner resistance. It creates space for your true, unlimited self to shine through. Rest for a moment in the glow of this achievement. Feel the smooth, open expanse in your mind where creativity, intuition, and belief can now play freely. You are becoming an open channel for the manifestation of your desires. No inner friction, just flow. Continue to breathe calmly, and when you are ready, we will move on, carrying this newfound alignment with us into deeper faith, peace, and creation in the arms of faith. By now, you have learned to trust the flow of life and to open yourself to the unknown. Faith takes this trust a step further. It is like a deep knowing in your soul that there is a benevolent force guiding you, protecting you, and conspiring in your favor. Whether you call this force God, the universe, source, or simply the goodness of life itself, the feeling of faith is universal. It is a sense of being held, even when you cannot see the outcome, of being supported, even when you stand at the edge of uncertainty. In this chapter, allow yourself to be cradled in the arms of faith. Imagine now that you are a child who has been playing or wandering and you grow tired. As evening falls, a loving parent or guardian figure appears to carry you home. This figure can be an image of the divine or the universe personified in whatever form feels comforting to you. Perhaps an angelic presence, a warm, glowing light in human shape, or simply a pair of large, gentle hands made of light scooping you up. Feel yourself being lifted effortlessly into a secure embrace. Your head rests against a strong yet soft shoulder, and you feel completely safe. This being carries you with infinite care. You sense a calm, steady heartbeat or a soothing hum emanating from them, lulling you into peace. As you are held in these loving arms, notice how all the tension leaves your body. In the presence of such protection, you can truly let go. You don't have to know the way home because you are being carried there. You don't have to stay awake to watch out for danger because you are being watched over. This is what faith feels like, a surrender not just of control, but of all worry, into the trust that you are supported by something much larger and wiser than yourself. It is an active surrender, a choice to nestle into the universe's care and believe, I am looked after. I will be taken care of. Feel a warm blanket of serenity wrap around you as you rest in this imagery. You might even sense a gentle rocking motion as the guardian carries you, like the rocking of a cradle or the sway of walking. Each subtle motion reinforces that you are safe. Perhaps you hear them whisper into your ear words of reassurance without any specific language. Just a vibration of unconditional love that you understand in your heart. You are precious to this universe. You are infinitely loved. Faith is accepting that love, even when you feel a little lost or unsure. Now, envision that this loving presence carrying you begins to gently dissolve into pure light, and that light flows into you, into your heart. You find that you are no longer separate from it. The support is inside you as much as around you. In fact, the very cells of your being start to glow with this light of faith. You realize that the arms that held you are always accessible from within. You carry divine support inside your own heart. When you have faith, you carry your security with you everywhere. It's like having an unshakable sanctuary in your soul. Reflect on times in your life where things seem to just work out in ways you couldn't have predicted. Perhaps a chance meeting led to a big opportunity, or a disappointment later revealed itself to be a blessing in disguise. These are glimpses of the hidden hands of grace, of the universe aligning events for your good. With faith, you begin to see these not as random luck, but as part of a loving pattern. And with practice, you don't even need to see evidence. You just trust that even if you can't perceive it yet, the same grace is operating right now to bring your dreams to fruition and to guide you to joy. If doubt ever surfaces, which is natural for the human mind, you can return to this feeling of being held. In fact, let's practice that. Bring to mind something you've been worried about, or any remaining anxiety about your manifestations or life circumstances. Feel the concern for just a moment, and now imagine handing that concern over to the universe. You might visualize literally taking a bundle that represents your worry out of your chest or mind and placing it into those big, loving hands of light. Watch as the hands accept your burden gladly, as if saying, "Thank you, I will take care of this for you." See the bundle dissolve or be carried away by the light. Notice how your heart feels once you surrender that worry. There's spaciousness, relief, maybe even a sense of lightness or floating. With faith, every time a worry arises, you have this option to hand it over to your higher power, to the flow of life. It doesn't mean you ignore problems. It means you trust that solutions are being arranged, that you will be guided to the right actions at the right time, and that you are not alone in figuring it all out. What a relief to know you're not alone. Feel that relief now. Inhale deeply, inviting an inner affirmation of support. Exhale fully, releasing any notion that you have to do it all by yourself. You might affirm gently, "I have faith that I am guided and supported at all times," or "I trust that a higher plan is unfolding for me in perfect timing." Choose words that resonate with you, or simply feel the sentiment if the words don't come. The universe has my back, as some like to say. Visualize those words as a gentle glow wrapping around your back, literally supporting your spine, symbolizing how faith fortifies you. With such support, you can stand taller, move forward with more confidence, and sleep at night with a calm heart. Faith often asks for patience, because it may take time to see tangible results. It's like a seed beneath the soil. You water it and trust it will grow, even before you see the first sprout break the ground. You have planted many seeds through your intentions and positive shifts. Now your faith is the sunlight and water for those seeds. Every time you choose to believe in a positive outcome, you are nourishing your dreams. Even if some days are cloudy and you can't see the sun, you trust it's still there, and that is enough. If you wish, you could place your arms around your own body in a self-hug, or simply place your hands over your heart, one atop the other. Feel that self-embrace and know it is also the universe embracing you. Sometimes faith is as simple as this gesture, a reminder that you and the divine are in partnership, holding each other. As you hold yourself, you may internally say, "I trust you to the higher power, and I trust myself," in the same breath. Faith in the divine and faith in oneself go hand in hand. As you strengthen one, the other follows. Now imagine ahead into your future, but from this perspective of faith. See yourself continuing your journey in life, and notice how it feels when you walk in faith. Perhaps you see yourself encountering a challenge or an important choice, and instead of panic, you feel a calm certainty that you'll be shown the way. Maybe you see yourself receiving an unexpected gift or opportunity, and you smile, feeling gratitude but not surprise, because you knew all along the universe was listening. In this vision, you carry an aura of peace. Others might even notice and say, There's something so reassuring about your presence. That's the power of faith. It not only transforms you, but also inspires those around you. Let's take another deep, nourishing breath. Breathe in and imagine the word faith in golden letters entering your being. Breathe out and radiate that golden light around you. Sealed in faith, you become almost untouchable by fear. Fear may knock on the door, but faith answers, and fear finds no foothold. You are now resting in the arms of faith, and you can come back here whenever you need to. Just recall the feeling of being carried and supported, and it will instantly calm your spirit. As we prepare to move on, carry this faith in your heart like a glowing ember. It will continue to warm you and light your path. In the grand tapestry of your life, faith is the thread that connects your prayers to their answers, your hopes to their fulfillment. You don't need to see how everything will weave together. You only need to hold your end of the thread and trust that the tapestry is forming perfectly. For now, sink a little more into that embrace of absolute love and protection. Feel gratitude for this connection to the divine. Whisper a thank you to life, to the universe, to God, to whatever resonates, and also thank yourself for being willing to believe. You are co-creating with the unseen, and marvelous things are already being set in motion. When you're ready, you can gently release your hands and relax, knowing that you are never really releasing the support. It's always there. We'll carry this faith forward as we continue, letting it illuminate the sanctuary of peace within you and the path to your dreams. The sanctuary of peace, through surrender, trust, and faith, you have been gently clearing the way to a profound stillness inside you. This stillness is the birthplace of true peace, a peace that doesn't depend on any outside condition, a peace that simply is, residing at the core of your being. In this chapter, you will step fully into that inner sanctuary of peace, a sacred refuge within that you can return to whenever life becomes turbulent. Begin by noticing the quiet that now surrounds your heart and mind. You've released so much tension and fear. What remains is a soft, quiet space. Imagine this space as a beautiful sanctuary. It might appear as a small temple within your heart, or a secret garden in your mind, or perhaps a simple circle of light. See an entrance to this sanctuary, maybe an arched doorway entwined with vines or a wooden gate slightly ajar, welcoming you in. You gently push it open and step inside. Immediately you are greeted by an atmosphere of utter tranquility. The air is perfectly still and comfortable. There's a subtle fragrance in this space, perhaps reminiscent of your favorite calming scent, maybe lavender, frankincense, or the smell of morning dew on grass. The lighting is gentle, perhaps the golden glow of late afternoon, or the silvery light of dawn. This is the place within you where your soul finds rest. Look around in your inner sanctuary. You might see a comfortable seat or cushion where you can settle down, or perhaps a natural feature like a smooth rock by a clear pond. Find a place in this peaceful haven to just be. As you sit or lie here, sense that every boundary of this space is protected. Outside, the world might have noise or chaos, but it cannot penetrate these walls. Here, the only sounds you might hear are soothing ones, maybe the distant trickle of a fountain or the soft whisper of a breeze through leaves. Perhaps you even hear nothing at all, a silence so rich and nurturing that it feels like velvet around you. This is your sanctuary of inner peace, a place where you need do nothing, prove nothing, strive for nothing. You are enough, exactly as you are, in this still moment. Feel the profound relief and comfort of that truth. Right now, there is absolutely nothing you need to worry about. All is well in this present pause. You might notice your heart rate has slowed, your breathing is deep and even. If any stray thoughts try to intrude, they slow down here, as if out of respect for the sanctity of this place, and they drift away without disturbing you. Allow yourself to savor this deep quiet. In a world that often demands constant motion and response, this stillness is a treasure. You might realize that peace was here all along, patiently waiting beneath the surface waves of your thoughts and feelings. By letting go of those waves, you have gently sunk into the clear, calm depths. As you sit in this sanctuary, perhaps you become aware of a light glowing in the center of it. It could be a candle flame on an altar, or a sphere of light floating in the air. This light represents your innermost self, your spirit, which is always at peace. Notice how steady and unwavering the light is. It may flicker gently, but it never goes out, no matter what breezes may come. This is the eternal peace within you that nothing can extinguish. You might feel a sense of reverence or awe, realizing that this calm light has been inside you all along, through every experience of your life, waiting for you to notice it. If you like, silently affirm to yourself, "I am peace. Peace is my true nature." As you say this, imagine that with each breath, this peaceful light in your sanctuary grows a little larger, a little brighter. It expands to fill your chest with warmth. It radiates into every corner of your sanctuary until the entire space is aglow with serenity. You are literally bathing in peace. Consider for a moment how far you've come on this journey of letting go. You might recall how you felt when you began. Perhaps there was anxiety, tightness, longing, or overthinking. And now, here you are, able to access a feeling of deep peace. This change itself is a miracle of release. It shows you that inner peace is possible, even in a life that continues to have external challenges. It's not that challenges won't arise. It's that you have discovered a place to handle them from, a place of calm wisdom. From your sanctuary, you can respond to life rather than react. From this peace, creative solutions and gentle acceptance naturally arise. Now imagine that outside your sanctuary there might be something that normally would trigger stress or worry for you. It could be the hustle of daily tasks, a particular relationship, or a goal you haven't reached yet. In the past, thinking of these might jolt you out of peace. But right now, notice that even as you bring one of those situations to mind, you still feel centered in your sanctuary. The walls of peace around you buffer you. You observe the situation from a distance, as though it were a scene in a movie. Within your sanctuary, you might silently send love or calm to that situation, but you remain anchored in serenity. The situation does not control your inner state, you do. This exercise shows that you can carry your sanctuary with you. It isn't just a place to retreat to in meditation, it's a resilient inner state you can invoke. When something happens in life, you can take a single breath and recall this atmosphere of peace, letting it surround you before you respond. In doing so, you bring the power of your inner calm into the outer world. Often, that alone transforms outcomes. Calm energy can be surprisingly contagious and disarming. Spend a few more moments exploring or resting in your sanctuary. Perhaps you notice symbolic objects here. Maybe there are meaningful pictures or words inscribed on the walls like trust, love, let go, or maybe you find a book on a pedestal that, if you open it, has a simple message like, "All is well." Your subconscious might present you with any number of symbols of peace. Accept whatever comes with gratitude. This is your personal sacred space. It will have unique touches meant just for you. Now, gently settle into silence. Let go of even the visualization for a short time and directly experience the quietude and contentment in your body and mind. If you want, focus softly on your breath, noticing the slight pause between the inhale and exhale. That pause is like a little doorway into infinity, into timeless peace. Enjoy a few breaths, savoring that pause, that mini still point. At this point, allow a few moments of silence in the audio for the listener to simply be in peace. After a quiet interval, continue gently. Feel the richness of the peace that now permeates you. Know that this sanctuary is not going anywhere. You have built it and made it real by your attention. Each time you return here, it will grow stronger and more vivid to you, and you will carry more of its peace back into your daily life. Before we leave this inner sanctuary for now, imprint it in your memory. Notice a particular detail you can easily recall, perhaps the way the light slants in, or the feeling of the cool stone under you, or the scent in the air. Take that detail as a token, so that later, if you close your eyes and recall it, you'll be right back here, calm and centered. When you feel ready, gently stand up in your sanctuary space. Bow in gratitude, maybe to an altar, maybe to the light, or simply to the space itself, thanking your inner self for providing this haven. Know that this peace is a gift of your own making, and also a grace from the universe, combined. It arises naturally when you let go of what is not you. Peace was always your essence. You have simply come home to it. With that gratitude, turn back toward the door through which you entered. You know that once you step out, you can carry this peace with you, and the sanctuary remains within, ready to return to whenever needed. Go ahead and step out through the door, gently closing it, but knowing it's not locked. It might even disappear now, because you don't need a threshold. This peace is within you always. Now, bring your awareness fully back to your breath in the present. Feel how your body is relaxed and your mind clear. There's a quiet joy in being so calm. In this sanctuary of peace that you carry, you have everything you need in this moment. Let yourself soak in that contentment. Nothing is missing. All is complete right now. As we move forward to the next part of our journey, remember that peace is both the path and the destination. By letting go, you found peace, and by staying in peace, you continue to allow life to unfold effortlessly. This sanctuary of yours will support you as you begin to consciously harmonize with the greater universe and allow the blessings meant for you to flow freely. Harmonizing with the universe. In this deep state of surrender and peace, you find that you are not just an isolated being. You are an integral part of a much larger whole. Everything you have done so far, releasing attachments, trusting, having faith, finding inner peace, has brought you into alignment with the flow of the universe itself. Now it's time to fully embrace that harmony, to feel yourself move in sync with the rhythm of life, like a dancer finally hearing the music that guides every step. Envision yourself now stepping out into a beautiful natural scene that represents the greater universe. Perhaps you find yourself standing in an open field under a vast night sky, sprinkled with countless stars. Or maybe you are at the seashore at dawn, where the sky meets the ocean in a band of golden light. Choose a scene that makes you feel expansive and connected. Feel the immensity of the sky above and the solid earth below. There is a gentle breeze that caresses your skin, almost like the breath of the universe itself, reminding you that you and the environment are continuously exchanging energy. Spread your arms wide as you stand here, as if to say, "Here I am, life. I am open to you." As you do this, notice that the breeze seems to respond, perhaps picking up slightly, swirling around you in a playful and loving manner. It's as though the universe is acknowledging your openness and is eager to dance with you. Overhead, one of the stars, or perhaps the rising sun if you chose a dawn scene, shines a little brighter, directing a ray of light toward you. That light touches the crown of your head, gently pouring down into you, illuminating you from the inside. This is the light of universal energy, of source, entering through the top of your head and moving into your heart. As this light fills your heart, feel your heart begin to resonate with it, like a bell being rung in tune with a larger bell. Your heart and the heartbeat of the universe sync up. You might sense this as a deep, slow pulse of warmth or a tingling sensation of connection. In that moment, you realize that the separation between you and the universe was always only apparent. In truth, you have always been a part of this vast, intelligent cosmos. Now you are consciously acknowledging it. Begin to gently move or sway if you feel, or simply imagine, energy moving through you in rhythm. Perhaps you feel the waves of the ocean rising and falling, and your breath naturally follows that pattern, inhaling as the wave swells, exhaling as it recedes. Or if you are under the night sky, maybe you sense a subtle music of the spheres, a cosmic lullaby that everything is humming, and your body vibrates in harmony with that silent music. This is the dance of alignment, not forcing, just flowing, attuned to the subtle cues that life is offering every moment. In this state of harmony, you find that you want what the universe wants for you. Your intentions and the universe's intentions are not separate or at odds. They are one and the same. If something is not right for you, it will gently be moved out of your path. If something is meant for you, it will come into your path without struggle, all because you are allowing yourself to be guided. This is the essence of effortless manifestation. Not that you sit back and nothing happens, but that you act and choose from this place of flow, where doors open and paths clear naturally. Now, silently communicate with the universe. You might send out a feeling or thought like, "I am here, I am ready, guide me." In response, you might sense an answer, not in words, but perhaps in a feeling of assurance or a sudden clarity or inspiration. Maybe in this moment you become aware of a particular desire of your heart, something you wish to manifest, and you see it in a new light. Instead of grasping at it, you see it as a seed in the garden of the universe. You lovingly plant it in the soil of this harmonious space, and you cover it with trust and faith, knowing that the forces of nature, sun, rain, time, will play their part. You don't need to keep digging it up to see if it's growing. You know it will sprout when the time is right, because everything is aligned for it. Feel the freedom in that knowing. The universe's timing is now your timing. There's no more impatience because you sense that things unfold in the perfect order. Perhaps you recall times when you forced things versus times when you allowed things, and how differently those felt. This harmony you're in now is the allowing state. It's a creative collaboration between you and the cosmos. Imagine above you the constellations gently shifting, and as they do, a pattern emerges that corresponds to your life. It's as if the stars rearrange to reflect your highest destiny, and because you are aligned, you can read that pattern. It might come as a gut intuition, or maybe in coming days you'll notice synchronicities, meaningful coincidences guiding you. For now, just sense that nothing is truly random. The loving intelligence of the universe is always communicating with you, and now, thanks to your inner stillness and alignment, you can hear its whispers and see its signs clearer than ever. To deepen this connection, you might want to place one hand on your heart and one on your lower belly, the core of your body. Feel how your heartbeat and your breath are two rhythms that sustain you. Now, imagine they synchronize with the larger rhythms. The heartbeat could be like the Earth's heartbeat, the subtle vibration of the planet, and your breath aligns with the gentle in and out tide of the atmosphere. There is a concept that the whole universe is breathing, expanding and contracting. Picture your breathing as perfectly in tune with that universal breath. As you inhale, imagine the universe itself is inhaling with you, gathering energy. As you exhale, the universe exhales with you, distributing blessings. Inhale, energy flows in from all around, filling you with the collective love and power of existence. Exhale, your love and gratitude flows back out, joining the cosmic flow. There is no difference between the air in your lungs and the breeze in the field, between the light in your heart and the stars in the sky. It's all one continuum of energy. Now, feel a sense of profound gratitude for this connection. Gratitude is one of the highest vibrations, and it strengthens alignment. Thank your higher self for guiding you. Thank the universe for partnering with you. You might even whisper, "Thank you for leading me on this journey, for handling what I cannot, and for the miracles unfolding." Every thankful thought sends a ripple of harmonious energy outward, and you can almost see the universe responding with sparkles of joy, like shimmering lights or a warm glow around everything. In this aligned state, consider your desires again. You may find that some desires have evolved. Perhaps what you truly seek is a feeling of love, purpose, freedom, and you realize that feeling is already growing within you right now. And as for the external forms, the relationship, the career, the home, etc., you no longer feel anxious about them. You sense that they are on their way to you, attracted by the beacon of your high vibration, much like ships being guided by the lighthouse of your soul. In fact, you might visualize that. You, standing radiantly harmonized, and in the distance several ships, representing your dreams, are steadily sailing towards you, guided by your light. They may not arrive all at once, but they are drawing nearer, inevitably, gracefully, over calm waters. Take a moment to relish how far you've come, from striving and clenching to flowing and aligning. You are embodying the principle of the effortless pursuit, where you still move forward but with ease and clarity rather than struggle. The universe is your co-creator now. You can hand over any heavy lifting to it. Your job is mostly to stay in this state of receptive alignment, listening for impulses, those intuitive nudges to act, and acting on them when they come, knowing they are inspired. Gently, you can drop your hands to your sides, or let them rest comfortably again. Notice how your body feels light, perhaps even tingling with energy. You're essentially tuned up like a finely calibrated instrument. Life can now play through you and create beautiful music. As a final connection, imagine above you a beautiful, radiant alignment of the sun, moon, and earth, or any cosmic alignment that feels powerful to you. See them line up in a perfect row, symbolizing that your intentions, perhaps symbolized by the moon, your actions, the earth, and divine timing, the sun, are all in perfect order. When things line up, the path is clear and energy flows unhindered. This is what is happening in your life now. Breathe in that vision of alignment, and as you breathe out, feel its reality anchored in your being. You are in harmony with all that is. You might softly speak an affirmation such as, "I move in harmony with the universe, and the universe moves in harmony with me," or "I am aligned with my highest good. The universe and I work together as one." Feel the power of those words. They ring true in this moment. You can carry this alignment with you by remembering this feeling, the expansive openness, the gentle connectivity, the trust in the flow. Whenever you feel off-center in the future, you can recall standing under that vast sky or on that shore, arms wide, heart light aglow, and reawaken this state of unity. Take one more deep breath, inhaling the vastness of the sky into your lungs, and exhaling any sense of separateness or struggle. You are a child of the universe, inseparable from the whole, loved and supported immensely. Everything is working out in your favor, and you are doing your part by staying aligned and receptive. This harmonious union with the universe sets the stage for the final step of our journey, where we let the manifestations flow in and recognize the ultimate gift that this effortless pursuit has given us. The gift of letting go. As we come to the conclusion of this journey, take a moment to recognize the profound shift that has taken place within you. You have learned the art of letting go. You have surrendered control, detached from clinging, cultivated trust and faith, released old emotions, dissolved inner resistance, found deep peace, and harmonized with the universe. These are not just steps toward manifesting your desires. They are treasures in and of themselves. This state you are in right now, calm, open, and aligned, is perhaps the greatest gift of all. It is the gift of freedom. With this freedom, life becomes a playground rather than a battleground. You feel light, like anything is possible, yet you are content even before those possibilities take form. This is the sweet paradox and ultimate reward of letting go. When you no longer need something for your happiness, it often flows to you with ease, and even if it hasn't arrived yet, you are already whole and happy. There is no greater manifestation than this state of wholeness. Now, allow yourself to envision, gently and playfully, the positive outcomes that are likely to unfold from this new way of being. Think of one heartfelt desire that you hold. It could be large or small. Notice how you feel about it now, compared to perhaps how you felt at the very start of this journey. Is there more softness around it, more faith that it will come at the right time, or perhaps even a sense that in some way it is already yours? In your mind's eye, see a version of you in the near future where this desire has manifested. Observe yourself in that scene. Maybe you are smiling broadly or experiencing something you once only dreamed of. See the ease on your face, the gratitude in your eyes. Notice that in this future scene, it feels natural. Of course this came to be, because it was aligned with you and meant for you. Perhaps you see others celebrating with you or congratulating you, or maybe it's a quiet personal victory you savor alone. Take a moment to truly feel what you would feel in that moment. Let any emotions of joy, relief, or gratitude well up. Immerse yourself in the feeling of the wish fulfilled without gripping onto it, just enjoying it as one would enjoy a beautiful day. Now, realize something important. The peace and fulfillment you feel in that imagined future can be felt right now. In fact, you are feeling a lot of it already. The outer form, whether it's the new job, relationship, health, etc., is like the icing on the cake. The cake itself is your inner state, which is already sweet and rich. By letting go, you have given yourself the cake, the substance of happiness. Any specific manifestations are the sprinkles and decorations that make it even more delightful, but the core happiness is not dependent on them. In this way, letting go ensures that you win no matter what. If the things you once yearned for come, you'll receive them with open hands and a full heart. If for some reason they come in a different form or timing than you expected, you'll flow with it and still retain your peace and trust. You cannot truly lose because you have learned how to transmute longing into serenity and struggle into flow. Feel a deep sense of pride and gratitude for yourself. You undertook an inner journey that many shy away from, and you discovered your own power and grace. This transformation is your doing, with the help of the universe, and it will never leave you. Even if old habits or doubts nibble at the edges in the future, which can happen, we're all human, you now have the tools and the direct experience to return to this state. You can always come back here to the effortless pursuit. Now, let's seal in all the positive shifts from this experience. Take a slow, deep breath, and as you inhale, imagine gathering up all the insights, all the positive feelings, all the new perspectives you've gained. See them coalescing into a bright pearl of light in your heart. As you exhale, that pearl settles firmly into your heart center, where it will remain as a source of wisdom and strength for you. It glows gently, a reminder that you have all you need inside. If there are any remaining strands of tension or worry, perhaps a small part of you that wonders, will this really work? Acknowledge them with compassion. You might mentally address that part of you. I know you fear letting go, but look how far we've come. It's safe now. You don't have to hold on so tightly. See any remaining doubts like little dark threads, and watch as the pearl of light in your heart emits a soft pulse that dissolves those threads one by one into nothingness. Your entire being hums with the quiet confidence of someone who has touched their own soul and found peace. The journey of life will continue with its twists and turns, but you now navigate it differently. Instead of pushing the river, you float and steer gently when needed. Instead of constantly looking to the horizon in anxiety, you appreciate the scenery of the present, trusting that the horizon will bring new wonders in due time. Instead of gripping your desires with white knuckles, you hold them lightly, like a butterfly that is free to come and go. Knowing if it's truly yours, it will always return or calmly land on your open hand. Perhaps one day soon you'll encounter a situation that previously would have caused you stress. Maybe an unexpected change of plans or a challenging conversation. Notice how, now, in this new state, you naturally pause, breathe, and recall the feeling of surrender. Instead of reacting with anxiety or anger, you observe the situation with calm curiosity. You find the right words flowing and solutions emerging without force. The issue resolves smoothly, or simply doesn't trouble you the way it once would have. This is the power of your transformation in action. Life still happens, but you meet it with grace and wisdom. This inner shift will also reflect outwardly. Don't be surprised if, in the coming days and weeks, you notice small miracles or changes. Perhaps people respond to you with more warmth, or opportunities seem to arise out of nowhere. Maybe something you had been chasing finally falls into place, or you realize you no longer even need certain things you thought you did. You might even inspire others around you with your composure and positivity. They'll wonder what your secret is. You'll carry an aura of calm that benefits not just you, but everyone you interact with. This is the ripple effect of your letting go. Before we close, let's spend a moment in heartfelt gratitude. Gratitude for yourself, for taking this time. Gratitude for whatever higher guidance you believe in, for supporting you, be it God, the universe, your higher self, or simply the collective wisdom of life. And gratitude for every experience, yes, even the tough ones, that led you to seek and embrace this new way of being. Each challenge was a stepping stone bringing you here, to this familiar and sacred state of grace. You might affirm quietly, "Thank you, life, for teaching me how to let go and trust. Thank you for all the blessings that fill my life, those present and those on their way." Feel that thankfulness radiate out from you and imagine it echoing into the universe. When you are grateful, you are saying yes to life, and life responds in kind, giving you more to be grateful for. It's a beautiful cycle. Now you can rest. You've done such important inner work. If you are listening to this at bedtime, allow yourself to drift into a peaceful, restorative sleep, knowing that as you sleep, your subconscious will continue to reinforce these positive patterns. You may even find that you wake up with new insights or a gentle sense of joy for no obvious reason. That's the effect of your aligned, unburdened spirit shining through. If you are finishing this meditation at another time of day, carry this peace and effortlessness with you into whatever comes next. Feel the lightness in your step and the clarity in your mind. You are entering the next chapter of your life with a new mindset, one of ease, trust, and inner freedom. Remember, you can revisit this journey whenever you like. Each listening will deepen these neural pathways of calm and surrender. Each time, you'll likely let go a little more and discover new layers of liberation. This is the effortless pursuit, pursuing the life you desire by not chasing, but by allowing and trusting. Paradoxically, by letting go, you have gained everything. This gentle power within you will continue to guide you and attract what is meant for you in divine timing. Take one final deep breath now. Inhale and exhale with a sigh of contentment. Feel the presence of a quiet smile on your face, evidence of the peace that now resides in you. You are free, you are whole, you are open to life's blessings. This is the gift of letting go, a gift that will keep unfolding in every area of your life, in every moment you choose to surrender and trust. Now, just be. Float in this feeling as long as you wish. Let the music or silence that follows carry you deeper into relaxation or sleep. You have done enough. The universe is taking care of the rest. All is well and will be well. Thank you for allowing this journey. May you continue to be blessed, and may you always remember that the peace and power you seek lie within you, accessible through the simple, profound act of letting go.